Hey guys, Mike here. Hey, real quick, by the way, I heard a guy told me a joke. He said, did you know it's a statistical fact that women who have gained a little bit of weight still live way longer than their husbands who pointed out? Just think about it. Just kidding you. Hey, so we're still talking private lending. Why do I like the private lending or the private funding aspect? Let me show you something. You see, some people like real estate, but they don't mind getting their hands dirty and going out there and hanging some drywall or hiring a contractor and chasing them around. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. Sometimes when you're dealing with contractors, it's a little bit like herding cats. I mean, you get one cat where you want them and the other one takes off. There's a reason they call the contractor contractor. Because you see, sometimes you hire a contractor and they say, oh yeah, we'll do this and this and this, and then they do it opposite, or they don't do it, they don't complete it on time. They tell you it's going to take 3.5 weeks to do the project. It really takes 3 months. You know what I'm talking about. The beautiful thing about funding real estate deals is your money is working, if you do it properly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, week after week after week, month after month after month. You see, think about it. If you're a private funder and you decide to put your money with me, if I know that I've got your money waiting, I've got a letter of intent, or in other words, a commitment from you that you're going to fund my deal, I now can go make offers on houses with the peace of mind knowing, hey, I've got a backer. Here's what's in it for you. You now have peace of mind knowing that I'm going to put your money to work, and you don't have to worry about the ups and downs of the stock market. You don't have to go through all that baloney. And you see, here's another promise we make to our private lenders. We're always going to let you know what our exit strategy is. In other words, our plan on a house. In other words, if we're going to flip a house, we may say to you, hey, we're planning on fixing this kitchen. We're going to put in floor, and we're going to get this one painted. We believe that we can get this house done in 2 to 3 months. Then we're going to put it with a realtor. We've done our work, we've done our homework, and apparently right now when we pull comps, we believe the average selling price is $110,000 or $140,000 or $69,000, whatever it is. And we believe that the average days on market right now will be 63 days or 17 days or whatever it is. In other words, we're going to come at you and we're going to give you as the private lender all the statistical data. In other words, you're going to be able to make a good, well-informed decision. And really, in business, isn't that all you can ask for? Think about it. Now, the other great thing about being a private lender is you get a guaranteed rate of return without all the headaches and without all the toilets, without the contractors, without the tenants, without the termites, without the trash. I mean, I'm kidding a little bit because I don't know if I'm weird or what, but I seem to like to enjoy, sometimes I enjoy the confrontation of getting out there going head to head with tenants, and I'm not going to use the word dumbasses because that's not proper and I'm a Christian, right? Hold on, Lord forgive me. Okay, but the bottom line is, if you're the private funder, you're benefiting me and I'm benefiting you. It truly is a win-win. So if you have some money that's put up, that you then find yourself an investor that you like, that you believe in, that you trust. I'm not talking about myself. I mean, I could be a person for you, but the bottom line is, you may not live where I live, but when I come at you and I say, here's the deal, here's what I believe we're going to make, here's what you're going to make, then you get to sit down and weigh it out. And you know, Ben Franklin, one of the founding fathers of our country, he always said, in fact, whenever he had to make a decision, he would grab a sheet of paper and he would weigh it out. He would write down all the reasons on one side of the paper why he should move forward with that decision. On the other side of the paper, he would write down all the reasons why he should not. And then, if the yeses outweighed the no's, he went that direction. If the no's outweighed the yeses, he stayed away from that decision. We see, if I can show you how you can make 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe even 10% on your money with safety, with security, without the stress, without the headaches, why would you not want to do it, right? Of course, if somebody comes to you with something that sounds too good to be true, I'm sure you would agree with me, it usually is, right? In other words, if somebody says, hey, you want to make 89% of your money in 10 days, you better not walk away from that investment. You better run. Again, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Why do I like real estate? They're not making any more of it. It continues to produce. I've never, and I can honestly say this, I've never, because maybe my stubbornness, I've never lost money on a deal. I've got close a few times, but you see what I did, as I just went ahead and let the people stand there longer, let them continue making me some payments. You see, if you realize, if I've got somebody paying me, say, $700 a month, and I'm just making up a number from back then, let's see, in 10 months, that's $7,000. So in a year, they pay me $8,400. Even after I subtract off taxes and insurance, that means that's that much less money I have out in the property because I collected that much. Now, granted, it took me some time to turn my money. But you see, if I'm making $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, I can afford to pay you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, right? So it becomes a win for you, a win for me. So if you like private lending, we're going to keep working on this. We're going to be showing you a little bit more about it. But don't be afraid to get hooked up to a real estate investor that you like, that you trust. And by the way, always do your homework. Go with your gut. If your gut, when you're talking to somebody, says, nah, this person's slippery, nah, this person's not right, well, then you follow your gut because instinct is probably right. The Bible teaches we have a soul, we are a spirit, and we live in a body. If your spirit man says, nope, something's wrong here, run away. I always try to operate in such a way that I'm going to do the right thing even when nobody's looking, even when it's not popular, right? If you'll follow your gut and make sure all the I's are dotted, and make sure you get your promissory note signed. Make sure you get your mortgage filled out. Not you don't fill it out, the title company does. Make sure you get named as on the insurance policy. I'm telling you what, friend, you'll do just fine.